That's how you're going to start us off?
That's all you get. That's the opener.
Oh my God. That's just the opener?
Well, I mean, yes. That's how I figured we'd start our day because,
goodness.
I mean, what is it? It's not even 9 o'clock my time. And I wake up, open my eyes, and just straight into the oven of just art. So that was Let There Be Peace on Earth. Oh, sorry. This Is My Wish / Let There Be Peace on Earth by Voctave, which is this amazing vocal group. I think it's like 11 singers, and I've known about their stuff. They've had a huge, like, a bunch of hits that we'll talk about at some point, but I wanted to focus on this one just because I love it so much, and I discovered it last year, even though I think it was posted. There's a video on YouTube of them performing it in a studio, and it was posted 10 years ago, but I discovered it last year during, like, Christmas time or something. I was doing a Christmas gig, and I just stumbled upon this, and for like 2.5 weeks, I only listened to this. And it's like 4 minutes long, but it was just, and I was driving like crazy for hours, but I was just like, what else am I going to listen to when I have this in front of me? You know, and I was just so captivated by it. And I sent it to everybody I knew. I was just like, you need this, you need this. And the real answer is literally everybody needs this, because this is just such an incredible piece of music, and the performers are so amazing. And, this, God, I don't even, oh God, that one. Oh, right before this, we were talking about like gospel stuff, and that motion, and what was it? That sort of. Oh God, yes.
Ooh. I'm gonna sneak in.
Yeah.
I may have told you this already, but I'm gonna sneak in my little theory about why that gospel chord feels the way it does.
Okay.
Have I told you this?
No, I don't think so. Maybe. Hit me.
Cool.
Yeah.
This will be fun.
All right.
It is a. Oh, now I'm questioning myself.
Huh? But no, maybe we'll get it out first, and then we'll debate it.
Oh yeah. So that. I see. So like, it's a combination of predominant and dominant. So we have 5 in the bass, and then we either have just a straight up 4 chord on top.
Right. That's a sus chord.
Yeah. But you think just by itself. So
yes.
That's 4. Yeah. If you're in D flat, G flat's 4. And then if you have the E flat, that's technically 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
4 and 2 chords are both predominant. So you have the predominant on top of
over 5.
5.
Yeah.
So you get this, like, it's a combination of, like, a regular cadence, but also a plagal cadence. So you just get, like, this, like...
Yes!
Hybrid sound. You know what I mean?
Plagal. Yes, because so plagal cadence... right?
Yeah.
That's plagal cadence. That feels like church.
Hallelujah is plagal.
Hallelujah chorus.
And then just like...
Yeah.
That's a regular cadence. 5-1.
That's 5.
But together...
God, and there's so many things about this arrangement that are so incredible, and and we've been talking about this for a while, but like I've been really intentional about just trying to curate my internet environment, because the digital environment that we live in definitely impacts how we feel and what we can contribute to the world as people. And if we're just like seeing all this terrible stuff constantly and hearing about all this terrible stuff constantly, it just makes me go into a pit of depression, and then I can't shine in my own way, and none of us can if we're just always bummed. And this whole, the lyrics in this also, it's like, let it shine, 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 and oh my God. It's so pure.
Can you play that part again?
Yeah, I can. Are you kidding me? I'll just play the same thing we just heard. Whatever. And listen to the words.
Fill the air with joyful noise. Ring the bells and raise your voice. Let there be peace on earth. Let there be peace on earth. Lift your light and let it shine. Let it shine, shine. it shine, let it shine, 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 let it shine, shine, shine. Let every voice be heard. Let there be peace. Let there be peace on earth. And let it be, with me.
I remember when I first heard it, the ending surprised me so much that it's just, and they're saying, "Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me," is what they're saying.
With
at the very
me.
end.
And
with
then
me.
solo voice there. God.
What a catastrophe, dude! I mean, see why this is a bomb, and why this is just so worth. There's so much to talk about in just this phrase, but we'll play the whole thing through because it's 4 minutes. But we won't play we'll just play chunks at a time. But let's start with there was something really cool. Let me go.
Every voice be.
I mean, that lick is one of the greatest licks I've ever heard. That vocal, you know, and
Is that?
oh,
There's a little chord that happens right before his
oh
riff.
yeah,
Do you
I
know
think
what that
it's
is?
I think it's this. It feels like an E flat dominant with the vocalist. She's on a high F.
think
And
so.
so this woman, they've got like this woman who does all these crazy high parts, and but she sounds so perfect on them. Man, this group is just so full of all-stars, you know? And
Yeah.
this group is so worthy of celebrating, you know? And they're just their contribution to Earth, you know? And like through this piece of music, which, you know, this is, I think maybe like 1 million or some number of millions of views on YouTube, but it needs way, way more, you know? Because it's just, ooh. Oh, that's okay. Oh, nice. First inversion, 2 first inversion chords, right? What did you do? You did nice, and then yeah. Yeah, what?
Just climb
That's
up, baby.
crazy. Just climb up. So, what was that? I was oh, there's a okay. I think it's the bass part here. And again, like yesterday was Easter, so like I was like kind of scrambling for 24 hours because I have this like, and I actually want to talk about that too. And God, I'm just like all over the place right now. But the because I've been holding it in for a day, I guess, which is too long for me. And but okay. Well, why don't I tell you about Easter really quick? So
Sure.
I have this Easter gig that I've been doing the last couple of years since I moved to LA at Christ Cathedral, which is this insane cathedral in Orange County, and it's just like the most beautiful. It's like a modern cathedral, and the cool thing about it is my roommate from Juilliard in my first year, he was an organist, and we were like friendly, but like we didn't like hang out or anything. We were just roommates, and then we parted ways. I did orchestra and blah, blah, blah. And then I moved here, and turns out he's now the organist at this just legendary cathedral that's been around forever. And he's like, hey, you trying to play some trumpet? And I was like, all right. And so 5 years ago or whenever I moved here, I just started playing there. And now I play there every Christmas and Easter and a bunch of things throughout the year. But it has this organ that is just mind-bendingly huge and amazing. And I've always like dreamed of playing it, and I've been sort of too afraid to ask, you know. But then my buddy, Bryce Schmidt, he was a trumpet buddy, and he basically told David, the organist, he was like, hey, Tristan really wants to play the organ. And I was like, oh, shit. And so he outed me. And then David's like, yes, you can. And but I didn't want to yesterday because it was such a long, like 24 or 48 hours of just like crazy, so many services and just like fatigue and stuff. But the point is, and then he saw that we had like posted a video or whatever, and so he was like, "Oh, you guys are doing stuff again?" I was like, "Yeah, I guess so." And so I thought, whenever you come here at some point, you and I should go there, and you can play the organ too.
Whoa.
And he'll give us like a lesson, and we'll just like go get him dinner and just hang out, and we'll just take turns playing this in a cathedral, and it's got these antiphonal like on either side of the cathedral there's little pipes that like do other things too, so you can have the main organ and you can have your pedals playing crazy stuff and then stuff coming from the sides. So at some point we're gonna do that, which I'm very excited about. I don't know when.
You
Just
know what
whenever
I'm
you
gonna
get
play
over.
on it?
No, I know what you're gonna play. Just shit. I
Wow,
mean,
I can't even imagine the latency on that. We just gave
Yeah,
ourselves
no.
hell for post-production in that one segment.
yeah, it's gonna be a train wreck. Not together in the slightest. That was Babe. No, but that was Saint-Saëns Organ Symphony, or organ. Sorry, not Oregon. Organ Symphony. Last movement. Yeah, but dude, you are gonna play that, and that patch sounds incredible on the Nord. You know, but. You know, this is an organ and it has the feel of it anyways. So like that was super exciting. Excited about that. One other quick thing I wanted to mention, and this is more just a testament to the power of music. We were the brass quintet, it was 5 players, and we had one long 3-hour service where we played like 1 hour in, then we had an hour break, so we went down to the choir room, just hung out, and we were just chatting, you know, talking about life and stuff, and then we were a lot of I don't know, it's like things were getting not super dark necessarily, but you know, it's times are tough for a lot of people, and like so we were sort of talking about that, and I was at a piano, and I wasn't talking or contributing really, but that I just played for no reason. Whatever, you know, I just got I played just a few phrases. Oh, nice. Oh my god. Ooh. Oh, so incredible. Alan, that was Pocahontas. Alan Menken, God bless you. And Voctave has a great one where they cover that.
Yeah.
And the woman who sings it is just like full of soul. You know, I don't know who it is, but it's just like, it destroys me every time. And then,
man,
yeah, dude, they do the Disney Princess. They do the Disney Love Medley, which is the one you played at the beginning with the Pentatonics girl, Kristen Maldonado. And that one has like 40 million views on YouTube or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that one, people just can sense like, oh my God, this is magic, you know, and this group just unlocks this musically. But so I played 5 seconds of this, and we're talking about, you know, hard stuff about like, oh, how it used to be really, people used to make a lot of money or whatever, and now it's times are tough. But then people hear this, and then immediately I just played it for a second and then stopped, and then everyone just started talking about, I guess what was so fascinating to me is that it just one lick of music started this tidal wave of people then talking about what they love in life and like their favorite music, and then it was just like, oh my God, and that one, and I love Hunchback of Notre Dame, slept on, you know, and stuff like that. And it was so fascinating how it doesn't take much, you know, and everybody wants this. Everybody wants to, you know, feel good, and music is just the source of that, you know, in so many ways. And so it's like, I wasn't even trying to do anything. I just like put an inkling of a and then they just ran with it. And then I'm just sitting there, and then we're talking about like favorite orchestral recordings. They're talking about like they got into music through the San Francisco Symphony recordings of Mahler with MTT, and me in Montreal or with Montreal or whatever. And that was profound. The fact that it started this tidal wave of just good, and it was just an accident. I just played that, which also, let's discuss really quickly that lick. How that could have been really a little more lame.
Same.
It could have just been
it's the same as Olympic fanfare.
Yeah, where it could. This is in D flat, and it could just be. But instead, he goes. So the lower voice in da 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 da. Oh, he does it again. In B flat minor. Yeah, anyways, that was incredible to me. That was life affirming, and it was cool because and these are wonderful people, and they're not negative people by any means, but we were talking about that stuff, and then one chord just brings all this joy and good out of everybody, and I was like, wow, that's powerful, and that's just music, and that's, everyone has their story and their favorites, and then we're all sharing our favorites, talking about Pixar movies and whatever, and so just, God, when I think about Force for Good, that's why I'm listening to this Voctave track, and it's Let There Be Peace on Earth, and it's the most beautiful, it's just the most beautiful music. Voctave is just a force for good. So that was what I wanted to say about Easter, how it was amazing to me how little it takes to get people going if they start talking about the right thing. It's like people just light up when they start talking about the right thing, and I think you just got to sometimes find what it is for that person, but for everyone it's music in some capacity. Music is a part of it, because there's so much different types of music that everyone loves, so just kind of profound,
it makes me emotional to hear. It's because there's always so much going on constantly in the world, and it just depends what you focus on. Like we are something like magnifying glasses, where what we look at, what we pay attention to, grows bigger. So there's a lot of negative shit you can pay attention to right now, and you can just put that marble, just tip it down that hill, and it'll get bad really fast. You know? But there's other hills you can go down. You can, hey, how about this?
What about this? And like, especially with social media, most of what you see on social media is like, or even the news, and like people used to hate on me when I was even a kid, because I was like, dude, I feel like the news is just, clickbait before there was clickbait, where it's just sort of crazy headlines to just like grab your attention and, terrifying, horrible things. But it's like, then I would hear about these horrible things, and then it's like when I watched the Titanic for the first time, I was so depressed, I couldn't do anything for 2 days. And, and like, that's a testament to like how great it is and stuff. Okay. Trying to like ruin my life. Oh, that's pretty good though. It's pretty good. But now 2 days of ruin, thanks to you. So, all right, let's clean this up with some Voctave now. But I do, I just, even when I was a kid, I was like, okay, I'm aware of all these things, but if I am constantly aware of the world's greatest, deepest suffering, then again, it stomps on our personal light and our personal whatever we can contribute, because then I'm just so depressed about, if we're empathetic people, which basically everybody has empathy in different levels and stuff, but like if you care about anything, you have empathy, or anyone, or a pet or whatever it is, you have empathy. So it's like, you can really choose to design your life in terms of how you focus, what you focus on. And that was illustrated so beautifully yesterday, where it's like I play half a second of music and then it starts this chain reaction, and you think about the internet chain reactions of trolls, of the opposite, where they they'll say a mean comment just to trigger these people who defend this person who sounds smug. And there's a whole South Park season about trolls in this regard, and it's very funny, but it's true, where it's just that's a feedback loop down.
Yep.
But there's an alternative, and it's right in front of our face. And it's been here the whole time. And, some of this music that we're going to be talking about over the years or whatever has been around for 400 years, and we've talked about how it transcends time in some way, and it transcends different locations, and, like Bach's music still resonates with us, even though the world that he lived in was so vastly different. And so that was a really just amazing illustration of that, how it was like, sometimes you just need people just need a little bit, and that's why music
Yeah,
is
it
just
reminds
healing.
me of?
Yeah. Oh, come on. Yes, I was just going to say that too, dude. Yeah, I was going to say the Stevie effect, where Stevie is just pure joy. And that song, Isn't She Lovely, is about his child. And I love that it starts with 30 seconds of just a baby crying and like a groove, but the groove is just, what's that? Are you pointing? Oh, there it is.
There it is
the
again.
sauce, dude. There it is. Come on. Wow. Anyways, so Stevie, and like I told you with like ex-girlfriend and how devastated I was, and then I put on Sir Duke, and like I was so depressed and miserable in that moment, but I was like, I can live in this and that's okay, but I also just was like, let's see what Stevie has to say about it. And then I turn on 5 seconds of Sir Duke, and I'm like, it's like you can't help but grin when you hear this music, and he's another force for good, and what's funny about him is that he's, in terms of like influential musicians in my life, he's become, in the top 5 or 10 influences of my life, of just artists, creatives, people, that have just, he's someone you can strive to be as well, in terms of just his spirit and his energy. And but I didn't really know his music until 2016, until you started showing me Isn't She Lovely, which was our jam song on the street. We would jam on that for dozens of hours, and it was, so anyways, it's just, there are instances in life everywhere that I'm seeing where it's like, no, music makes a difference, and music brings people out of the holes that we're in. It does that with me, it does that with you, and everybody I know, so that's just kind of life affirming in a lot of ways too. And
I wanted to play that specific because in Paris we got a cab, like an Uber or something, and the driver was just going through the day, just clocking in like next A to B location, blah blah blah.
Yeah,
and then
he was not in a great mood when we first, like, I mean, yeah, he wasn't like. Yeah, I don't know. He just didn't seem.
Well, why would you be? You're just like.
Why would you? Yeah, you're just like
driving
doing
around.
your job, and yeah. But you go.
But then I don't know how we started it, because I don't know if he put it on the radio or it came on or something. But anyway, he starts playing Isn't She Lovely on the radio, and then we're in the backseat with our melodicas, and we start playing over it, and then. Dude, ear to ear grin, just like vibe central. He's so happy.
That moment, and my dad got it all and was recording it in the front seat, Oh man, that was one of the best moments ever, yeah, because then it was just, this guy was just going through his day, driving his cab, driving around, and then, I think we had our melodicas in our hands. We weren't playing in the car, but then he maybe asked what we were doing with them or something, and then I think we had said, "You want to put on Isn't She Lovely?" And then maybe Dad put it on or something, and then we jammed with it. And there's a video online of that if you want to check it out. It's like 20 seconds or something. But
we'll link to it in the YouTube description.
Oh,
or
sure,
something.
let's do that. Yeah, but it was just a beautiful little moment, a natural moment, and it was. Yeah, the guy was just smiling afterwards, and he has such a great smile, and God, just like.
I think the amazing thing to me is how you already mentioned this, but just to reiterate, how little it takes.
Yes.
We can play 30 seconds of Isn't She Lovely, or you can
Yes.
play this excerpt of Voctave, and instantly I'm lifted to a better place.
Yes.
It takes so little.
It takes so little, and we all are desperate for it in some way, too. It's like we all want that because, especially now. But yeah, it does take so little to start a chain reaction of good, and so that was just like an incredibly, that was it. And we were just hanging out, dude. We're just some brass players hanging out between, services or whatever. And I play 4 seconds of Pocahontas and chain reaction. And it was just, and then I'm not even doing anything. I'm just watching and listening to my friends talk about their favorite things.
Well, that happened. I mean, that we've experienced that so many times. Also in Paris, when we were playing in front of the Eiffel Tower, and we're just like playing William Tell and shit like that. And then all of a sudden I'm like dancing with people while we're playing. And then there's like a group of 20 people from all around the world who just like immediately group together. And then it's just this vibe for the rest of the night where everyone's just so happy. That to date, like that was one of the most affirming, because we were going to go home. Like we had busked on the street, and like Paris was kind of weird vibe for busking. It wasn't as open as Seattle. And then we're going home, then we met these girls on like the metro or something, and they're like, oh sure, let's go to the Eiffel Tower. And then again, like chain reaction, we just start playing these instruments, and then this positive feedback loop, and suddenly all these people are hanging out, having a good time that wouldn't have happened if we didn't introduce this little glimmer of like, something else, music. And just like fun, and that was, and I guarantee everyone remembers that night, because it was a special night. Memorable. It was a special night, and there was a video of us somewhere. I think I was on Facebook though. It was super raw of us just like, and playing just a super raw video, but it was just pure vibes, and that's what music is. So yeah, we've experienced that a bunch of like just the power of what it can do with just a little bit, and I thought yesterday I just saw it again, and I wanted to tell you about it because it's like, that's sick, and that's all I'm here for. What else am I here for? Like, what else am I interested in besides vibes and incredible art, and joy? Pissing me off to say. So, wow. Yeah, okay, let's get back to it. So this is back to the Voctave thing. I wanted to point out there was a bass motion somewhere. Yeah,
I think you heard it, but it was like ascending. Oh my God, sorry.
Oh my goodness, bless you.
An accident. Yeah, it might be that. So something like there's one section where the bass. I just like to listen to sometimes the bass and this arrangement. First of all. When I was listening to this last year and discovered it, I was so obsessed with it. And that guy, his descending lick, where is it? Let me not do a horrible impression. Let me just play it. Oh, it's not there. My bad.
Let every voice be heard.
Oh my God. But that descending lick is just, one of the greatest things I've ever heard. And I was like, and so I was already like a year or two ago thinking about how do I clean up my social media feed and make it just not this noise. There's just noise everywhere, and how do I make it more of that and more of something like that? And I was like, well, who are these people? Like, this is Voctave, and I wasn't like necessarily following them on social media, but now I am. And because like now I'll see their stuff occasionally, and I'm reminded of that and them. And I followed this guy, EJ Cardona is his name, and he's just, and he's in all their videos, and he's been in the group forever, but like he's just a gift, dude. And all these people are just a gift, and I'm just like so aggressively into it. And then also the guy who does the arrangements, his name is Jay something. Dang it, Jamie. I can't remember, but like if you just look up the arranger, he's in all the videos singing as well, and he also is very much to thank for all this music, because this is pre-existing. All those Disney things already existed, but the way he arranged it was so compelling. So let's listen again,
he's very
and we're gonna try. He's so good, and because he does all the arrangements. I think he's the one guy who does them all, and he demos them himself. I think because I read about this. He demo like he'll sing them himself and pitch it just before he sends it to the group, just as a test, because how else, like Sibelius file playback, like how can you tell this is going to be good, until you do it. So let's check this part out and listen to the bass line, and we'll see if we can pick out any interesting parts. So here we are.
Let it shine, shine, shine. Let it shine, shine, shine. Let it shine, shine, shine. Let every voice be heard.
Good bass.
Let there be peace. Let there be peace.
That was it.
On
Descending. Descending.
with me.
You think I'm happy about this? Yes. And then also, so because there was a descending when he does on earth and let it they have a descending thing, or it's I can't play it.
Is that
and I wish I
contrary
was-
motion?
It's contrary motion, dude. Contrary motion is just like one of the voice leading rules that you learn in music theory, and it's just where things go opposite directions as opposed to, the same direction.
What is
Yeah.
it?
I don't know, because I didn't really prepare as much as I would like to because I was so busy yesterday. But the A flat is being held. Then it's something, I don't know what it is, but yeah, it gets there, and there's a lot of voice, but like it's just here. Let's just play that section where they, man.
Let there be peace on earth.
Oh my goodness, it's just so good, and so worth talking about, and I sent this to you already years ago, but I'm like, we got to talk about this thing, what's going on here. Let's play from the beginning, because there's some great stuff in the beginning too, that I'd like to check out. Here we are. Different key.
This is my wish for the world, that peace would find its way to every boy and girl. This is the time for harmony. Let love be the song that everybody sings. Fill the air with joyful noise. Ring the bells and raise your voice. Let there be peace on earth. Let there be peace on earth. Lift your light and let it shine. Let it shine, shine, shine. Let every voice be heard. Let there be peace on earth.
Yep. Wow. And then EJ comes in again with a key change, but yeah. What?
There's a dun-dun-dun-dun, there's a
I'm sure there probably was. I just laughed at you because it's funny. You just did. Am I supposed to know what you're talking about? Or like, I'm supposed to be like, oh yeah, right.
no context.
No context. So it starts with a drone, just a solo, and then eventually they add the right. They add that.
That's what I just played.
Oh, that's what you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm making fun of you because you're. But yes, that is. Wow. Right, and then this part. C, baking C the whole time. You know who else bakes tonic the whole time? Go ahead.
I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, okay. Too devastated. You don't want to devastate yourself. Hymn to the Fallen, because in one of our last ones, Joe showed me that John Williams bakes G while changing chords around it. Oh my god. Okay.
So by baking G, we just mean it's a pedal tone. Like it.
All right, sorry.
It stays there regardless of what the chord is on top.
Yes, and so and then it goes to F fully, and so it changes bass notes. And then this is first inversion.
Beautiful.
And you know what this is? You know what that is. That's our sus baby. But it's actually not full sus. It's both of them. It's the minor, D minor on top of G, and then it goes to the F in the melody. What is it? Nah, that's not quite it, but
Something like that.
wow, and then change keys. Wow, okay, so I love this. All right, let's go later in the piece real quick. Let's see what this is. This is when EJ comes back in, sings his heart out, because he's featured on this track.
Let there be peace on earth. Lift your light and let it shine. Let it shine, shine, shine. Let every voice be heard. Let there be peace on earth. Let every voice be heard. Let there be peace on earth.
One real quick thing. Pay attention to the change the arranger uses where they'll do ooh or The vocals will change depending on what he's wanting to do. And he does that really well later on where it's like loud and they'll change between oohs and and it's really compelling. Yeah, we'll play that again.
Let there be peace on earth. Lift your light and let it shine. Let it shine, shine, shine. Let every voice be heard. Let there be peace on earth. Let every voice be heard.
Ooh.
Let there be peace on
Yeah. And we'll play this little middle section, which I also like.
peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as our Father, brothers all are we. Let me walk with my brother
Key change coming up.
in perfect harmony. Fill the air with joyful noise. Ring the bells and
Play, go.
raise your voice. Let there be peace on earth. Let there be peace on earth. Lift your light and let it shine. Let it shine, shine, shine. Let it shine, shine, shine. Let it shine, shine, shine. Let every voice be heard. Let there be peace.
So there you have it. I mean, that's the just listen to the whole
Here's
thing.
my analysis. Play his entire Voctave video. You see what I mean?
What else needs to be said, you know? Analysis? What are you talking about, dude? I'm just in this oven, the only oven I care about. I mean, we've been talking about it for a while, but like, unless you've got anything else, I don't really listen to lyrics, listen to it 500 times like I have, and have a good life. It's like so, God bless them. Yeah. Is that good? Nothing else? You good?
That's good.
Yeah.